Hey y'all, Captain JJB84 here. So months ago, I was asked about Transformers Robots in Disguise, the 2015 new series of Transformers. I'm already 9 episodes into it, and I think it's okay. It's not as, say, engaging as Transformers Prime. I think Transformers Prime was at a fairly high level in terms of what a Transformers series could do. Some say it's the best. I think it's one of the best. I mean, I still think Beast Wars is better, but I don't know. I have to sit down and think about it. But Transformers, alright, Robots in Disguise, it's set after Transformers Prime, I think. It almost feels like, because there's definitely elements that go back to Transformers Prime, particularly with Bumblebee going on about what it was like being on Earth. The problem is where are the Jack, Miko, and Raph? That's his name, and Special Agent Fowler and Jack's mom. Where are all they? You're telling me Bumblebee returned to Earth and he didn't immediately think, hey, I know some humans, maybe they can help us. I don't know. It's just a few continuity things like that do make me question where is this one taking place. The premise, though, is different. Of course, the one plot point that is very much true is that Optimus Prime is long dead, um, supposedly. Bumblebee gets called back to Earth by Optimus Prime because, well, fix it. A little minicon was in a ship carrying a bunch of Decepticon prisoners or whatnot in cryostasis or some shit like that. I don't know. And of course, he crashed on Earth, and they all escaped. So, shit. Uh, but Optimus Prime, he actually does appear and actually does help out in the first few episodes, but he's unable to maintain a physical body and only really acts as a spirit and can and will occasionally help the Autobots if needed be. He's voiced by Peter Cullen, so that's great. Will Friedle does return to voice Bumblebee, and he's doing a good job. And yeah, we got uh, 4 other Autobots. We got Fix It, the Minicon, but clearly something glitch going on with his head. We got Strong Arm, a sort of by the books rookie cop. Uh, Sideswipe, who is about as sideswipe as it's ever going to get, a sort of criminal turned hero type, I suppose. And Grimlock, who is actually a Decepticon, but he decided to help the Autobots. So they're on Earth, and so every episode kind of plays out like, I want to say like an episode of Power Rangers in a way, in that, it starts off with a problem or issue, then they learn of a new Decepticon, then they deal with said Decepticon, put him in a capturing tube or whatever, and then the problem of the day is solved or whatever, or periodically solved throughout the episode. There's obviously some episodes that get a little more complex than that, but for the most part, that's kind of how it goes. But yeah, I think one thing that really stood out to me, of course, was the animation. Obviously, it's very different, if that makes any sense. It's a bit more stylistic looking. It's not so. It's like 3D, 2D animated stuff at the same time. Not like Armada or Energon, but more so. It almost looks like what's it called? Cell shaded in a way, but not like cell shaded. If that makes any sense, because it still looks like it was drawn by hand in a way. It does lead to some unique visuals, though I'd say they look neat if they're the Transformers. If they're human characters look weird. Particularly the two leads. What's his name? Rusty and Danny, I think. I honestly don't remember. They're okay. I'm glad there's only 2 of them though. I think Transformers has never been particularly good in the human character department. Um, Except with maybe Armada. The humans in Armada were actually decent. Were actually good. That's just my view. And the humans in Cybertron actually had a purpose. Though I learned the other day that was only a dubbing thing. They had a purpose. They could hear the Omega frequency. The Omega frequency wasn't a thing in Galaxy Force. That was it. Galaxy Force, the humans had no purpose whatsoever apart from we need humans because we need characters that the audience can relate with, I suppose. I don't fucking know. But yeah, the two humans are all right. One's like a kid, the other's like a dad, and they work at a junkyard, and that sort of serves as the Autobots' base. Um, but I'll still watch the show, obviously. But as of right now, it doesn't really seem like much is at stake. There's a sort of lead villain in the form of Steeljaw, but he only appears every few episodes or so. For the most part, he's planning something, but we don't know what exactly, and it really hasn't been explained what it is he's planning or why he's planning. Well, okay, he wants to have a home for Decepticons on Earth. Okay, fine. And that is a bit of a every Transformers series, new or old, new series going on, doesn't always have to be about Optimus versus Megatron all the time. I'm open to something different. Rescue Bots. Rescue Bots was very much a kid's show, but there were things that I could at least enjoy about that. From some of the writing at times to the voice cast to just the appearance of Optimus every now and again. But this is not Transformers Prime by any means. This is very much sort of post Prime, post what happens after we stop Megatron type thing. Granted, that's one thing. If this is set after Transformers Prime, where the hell is Megatron? It was sort of said that Megatron disbanded the Decepticons, which, yeah, okay, Predacons Rising, that explanation as to why Megatron stopped being a villain was really dumb. But where is he is what I want to know. Probably somewhere. Unicron's gone, so yeah, I guess. Um, but we'll see how it goes with the rest of this series. If something interesting happens, I'll definitely talk about it. But yeah, that's what I think of RID so far. I think is all right. It feels a little more. It doesn't feel as quite mature as Transformers Prime. Definitely not as I guess dramatic as Transformers Prime, because Transformers Prime could back that some of the episodes I remember in Transformers Prime, they got whoa, really serious shit happening in some of those, and a lot of fantastic character development in Prime. And goddamn, now I want to watch Transformers Prime again. The characters in this one are all right. Bumblebee gets the most, I guess, personality in that he kind of wants to. At first, it was he wants to sort of be like Prime, but then he realizes he just has to kind of learn from Prime and do his own thing. Strongarm is sort of very by the books, but she's kind of learning slowly how to be a bit more acceptive. Sideswipe is very much the jokester of the team. Grimlock's the muscle, though he's very underutilized, I feel. And I do like that he officially became an Autobot. I thought that was nice. Fix-It, his glitch thing really isn't funny. Neither is him. Neither a lot of the stuff he says really isn't that funny. But yeah, I did like the episode where Grimlock sort of turned on the Autobots for a bit. I thought that was kind of unique. But yeah, so yeah, the major problem I find with RID, Robots in Disguise, is that there's no we got Steeljaw, but there's no clear sort of what is this trying to build towards. Steeljaw is trying to make the Decepticons feel at home on Earth. Okay, fine. So far, every Decepticon the Autobots have found, they've recaptured, so he's not really doing too well. Granted, he has one Decepticon in a stasis pod, but he's not really known what he wants to do with it just yet. I hear more characters sort of come and go. Well, are coming to the show in later episodes. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Apparently, the episodes were shown on iTunes more than almost 6 months before they were shown on TV. Seriously, I think episode 26 came out in May or something on iTunes, while it's not going to air on TV till September or something of this year. A second season was just announced a little while ago, which I'll watch it. But we'll see how this goes. But for the most part, I think it's all right. I just wish it had a little more teeth to it, if that makes any sense. But to each their own. All right, see you guys later.